voted against the bill.
Joining us now is our political analyst, Brian Sobel. So many different things to talk about, but you do have to admit, whether you like the bill or not, it's a pretty big accomplishment for House Speaker Paul Ryan and President Trump to have this passed in the House.
Absolutely, and especially after the abysmal failure a few weeks ago to be able to reconstitute the bill and bring it back to the House floor and actually pass it, although it was razor thin, is an accomplishment.
Talk about some of the changes. One of them has to do, there would no longer be an individual mandate. People would not be required to have health insurance. Also, there would be the questions about pre-existing conditions.
Yes.
What will this mean for people if, by chance, the bill was passed the way it is now?
Well, I think, as you allude, it's got to go to the Senate, and it's going to be debated, and whether these pieces remain in there is open to question. But as an example on the pre-existing condition piece of it, the bottom line is that, the taxpayer of America is going to probably absorb those costs under this current version, and there's a placement in there of many billions of dollars for that. But this is a highly technical bill. Many members of the House, Frank, said they hadn't even read it before they voted on it, on both sides of the aisle. And so this is going to play out over time, all of the pluses and minuses as perceived by Dems and Republicans.
You mentioned that this does go to the Senate, faces a very uncertain future in the Senate. In fact, it sounds like, if you listen to some of the senators talking, that essentially they're going to start back at ground zero, if you will.
Well, some say they are going to start at ground zero. They, essentially eviscerate the bill. It would be a shell, and then they'd repackage it. Don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of debate. The Senate has only a slim majority for Republicans, and on that basis, there's going to have to be some more bipartisanship there to make that bill pass.
I have to ask you about this. You've been an observer of politics for years. You've been an elected official. After the bill was passed, the Democrats started chanting, na, 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 hey, 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 goodbye.
Yep.
I mean, really taunting the Republicans. Yep. And I know in the past, during the Clinton administration, the Republicans did the same thing. I was talking to someone today, and she just said, why would they do that? It's so childish.
Well, it is. It's sophomoric, and I don't know why either party, and they've both engaged.
This is serious business.
Exactly. We're talking about the American people.
We're talking about people's health care.
Exactly. Who this is really, really critically important. And this idea of, we've heard it spiking the football over getting a better deal in the budget perceived, or the Republicans winning today. I don't know what it says to the American people, but it doesn't say much, in my view. It says, hey, we're in a sense very immature about this.
Well, I said there's so much to talk to. We'll see you again during our 6 o'clock broadcast.
Absolutely.